My name's Andy Sturgeon and I'm the designer of the Mind Garden. The reason that I chose to do a garden for Mind is because I've always been aware as a gardener of the benefits of gardens to my mental health and other people's. And I've known that probably for my entire life, certainly my entire career, and it's only in the last few years that people have begun to talk about this.
I developed severe eating disorders, anorexia, depression, binge eating, OCD, and of course PTSD from years of sexual abuse. I hadn't dealt with it, I hadn't confronted it. It really affected me, and it was a very hard journey, but it took the longest time. But throughout the last sort of 6 or 7 years, I've overcome a lot.
My experiences with mental health problems really stemmed from a lot of physical abuse as a child, which I didn't get many avenues to express myself from both my mental illnesses or just myself as a person. I think that the never-ending cycle of violence has driven me to just, at a point, especially growing up, to seek my own space a lot more, feel a lot more safer where I am.
And so the idea for the Mind Garden was to create a series of curved walls. And I had this idea that I could gather the walls together in a way that it sort of explained something like a conversation. It sits within a birch forest, basically. The quality of light that comes down through them is very special. It's very happy, I suppose, in a very basic way. And they have a very fresh green in the spring, so in May, the colour of the green is incredible. It's very optimistic and uplifting as it kind of bursts into life. When my partner died a number of years ago, and there were two things that got me through. One was not even gardening, it was standing in the garden mostly. And the other thing was the people around me, the talking. I drank a lot of tea, but it was always because it was all the people talking. And then it was about friends and family and everything else, but it was about having the conversation. There's been loads of talk about gardens are good for you and stuff, and I thought this was a really good way to get it right in a mainstream way, all the people going and seeing it, so that actually, continues those conversations.
It's a beautiful way to kind of give it a stage, because I think the biggest thing with mental health is the stigma and the shame that comes with it. I even certainly still feel it doing what I do. I still feel a bit afraid of talking about stuff.
If you find the inner strength to reach out to just one person, that can make all the difference.
I can talk about it and it's okay, because times are changing and they're changing for the better.